CBS 17 News.
One of the top law enforcement officers in Central North Carolina may face a new hurdle in her re-election bid.
CBS 17 has obtained documentation that Wake County District Attorney Lauren Freeman made an error in her election filings and missed a critical deadline. So is Freeman at fault? Well, I asked her that very question just a few hours ago. Current Wake County District Attorney Lauren Freeman easily won May's Democratic primary for a third term. After filing a public records request, CBS 17 learned that Freeman's signature is missing on the very paperwork needed to run for office. So at what point did you realize, or were you notified, that your signature was not on your notice of candidacy?
So on April 26th, the Board of Elections staff contacted me and noticed me that the signature had not been on the form. They provided me with an affidavit to have executed that they indicated would fix that problem. And that day I went and did that, had it notarized and hand-delivered it.
But that notification from the State Board of Elections came after the deadline to file for office. So up until that point, you didn't know or realize that you had not signed it?
No, at all times prior to that, the board had in fact given me every indication that I completely complied with their requirements by listing me as a duly filed candidate, and we relied upon that and moved on with our candidacy.
Not only was Freeman's original paperwork notarized at the filing site, it was also signed by the director of the Wake County Board of Elections. However, he says it's up to the State Board of Elections to verify that it's signed by the candidate.
We're not actually filing them. We're just verifying that the information matches the voter registration and double checking. So that way, whenever they take it to the State Board of Elections to actually file, that particular piece has already been validated.
Whether the Republican Party or someone else challenges Freeman's candidacy remains to be seen. If you had known earlier, would you have taken care of it earlier?
Certainly, had at any point the Board of Elections notified me that our filing needed that to be complete, we certainly would have done that. But again, on the day that I filed, we went through multiple steps to comply with their process, paid the filing fee, appeared in person, signature, or the form was notified, and we left there with the understanding that we had been duly filed. And in fact, we're notified by being listed as a candidate that I was duly filed.
And Angela, of course, I sent a list of questions to the State Board of Elections when it comes to deadline, legalities, and their potential responsibility.
Right, and they just got back to you within the last hour, so what are they saying in all this?
Yeah, they had a bit of a response. Here's what they said in part. It appears that staff overlooked the fact that the signature line had not been filled in, but proceeded to accept the filing. Staff later became aware of this error, which was in part due to staff oversight, and contacted the candidate to fix the error. And I'll have that entire response from the State Board of Elections